The Wellness Show, episode 144.
Welcome to The Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyhson Banighen, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more. So welcome to the show, and today we are talking with Janet Clarette, and today we're talking about the Rainbow Children's Network. And this is a project that's been ongoing for how long, Janet, now?
About 2 years. It was a little seed 2 years ago when I showed up on your doorstep, and it's been growing automatically since then.
Yeah, I got a phone call from Janet, and she said, I'm showing up, so I'm renting your cottage. And by the way, I'm bringing some friends, and I think that was something like 2 weeks later, they were still in my living room. So it was an amazing mastermind experience. And from that has come the Rainbow Children's Mastermind, the Rainbow Children's Network, and the Rainbow Children's Camp. So, we put out the clarion call 2 years ago, and each year it's getting stronger and stronger. And this is the first year that we can say, yay, we're going to have a Rainbow Children's Camp right here in the sunny Shuswap. So, Janet, tell us about that.
I told my friend Tyson I'd like to actually, we've had a virtual sandbox for about 2 years, and I've told you that I'd be ready to like start doing the activities with the kids like physically there. And so not only do we have the cottage this year, you gave us access to the event center. So there's room for how many kids?
Oh, there's room for as many kids as could possibly show up. We have room for hundreds. Maybe not thousands, but we certainly have room for hundreds. And it's right across from a children's playground, right beside a swimming place on Shuswap Lake, which is a great swimming. There's a children's playground. There's toilets there. There's room for camping. There's room for, RVs to park. There's a kitchen to, if we want to do communal meals in the morning and the afternoon. There's, all sorts of things. There's hiking right there up the mountain. Is right there at the doorstep. We'll have, there's kayaks to rent just down the road and paddle boards. It's a tourist class destination. So lots and lots of different activities. There's water slides in town half an hour away. Dad can escape and do golf on many, many golf courses. There's like about 6 of them all within an hour. So that's possible. So it's really an opportunity for the family to come and participate if you want. And we encourage parents to participate because we're going to be doing exercises and activities that really stimulate these children. These are the children that are coming through with more fully aware than other children. And so to be stimulated and feel excited about being here, we developed a whole series of activities that will encourage them to develop their different abilities and feel comfortable with them. So you can stay and learn those activities and join us, or you can say, no, I want to drop my kids off. You take care of them, and I'm going to come back and pick them up later. So guess what? It's up to you. So you can participate, not participate, but certainly let us have your kids so they can participate with us. So that's a bit of a fun to do. It's going to be a fun activity, a fun place. We hope if the fire marshal lets us, we're going to have a campfire every night. And if not, we'll have a propane fire pit as well. So there'll be storytelling and lots of ghost stories, all sorts of neat, exciting things, all culminating in a medicine wheel ceremony. But we'll get to that in a moment. But that's what we're heading for. So back to you, Janet. So what's going to happen on a daily basis? Can you tell people?
Okay, so, I wanted to make sure it was open-ended so that the kids could have time with their parents and a lot of free time to play and do things, because it's such a beautiful, beautiful area, as you say. So I'm organizing an activity at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there'll be, so for five days, we'll have special activities that introduce the kids to different psychic skills and just help them stretch their imagination and give them permission to imagine and to be with other kids that have as amazing an imagination. So and we'll always be doing a craft. So So like on Mondays we'll be doing magic wands, and on Tuesdays we'll be making a pendulum, and then on Wednesdays we'll do a talking stick, and like I haven't got it all sorted out yet because it depends on who's coming and that, but there'll be really an awesome activity craft, and it'll also help the kids experience nature in different ways, like with, through different elements like the stones, the minerals, the plants, the animals, fairies, elementals, like telekinesis, all sorts of cool things. Just totally just stretch and play. Like we're going to a special nation. It's called the land of imagination, and so that's so I've been a camp counselor since I was like about 14. So I was totally looking forward to doing really fun camp things. The thing's going to be like psychic skills, and like every child has them, so some are awake, some aren't awake, and it'll be really fun for them to just experience it. So the first thing we're going to do from maybe about 1 to 2:30 is like a really cool activity and experiential stuff, and then we'll have a little snack because I don't do anything if kids are hungry. I do not compete with hungry children, so we'll feed them a little snack, and then after that we'll every summer camp has to have a play like that. That's just the way it is. So we'll be rehearsing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for this really awesome play, and then Saturday we'll have the dress rehearsal, and then Sunday or whatever. If Saturday might be the medicine wheel. It's all growing organically, like, depending on the players that are coming. So, but you've set up such a beautiful support system for us that it'll just. Like, if I plan too much, then it doesn't leave room for all the other people with amazing ideas. So I can promise a really cool activity from 1 to 2:30, and then a little snack, and then we practice for the play. And the play is going to be whatever. When we know who the actors are, we'll know the play will emerge then, and it'll just give them a chance to just like play, and then we can perform. So
there's sort of like 7 levels in the Rainbow Children's. There's a course behind all this, a certification course that for people that want to learn these skills and take it to their community to learn how to work with children and develop these activities for them. And it's called the Rainbow Children's Theta course. And so there's really specific skills that are being able to be taught during that part of the course, including how to work with crystals, how to work with stones, how to work with totem animals, essential oils, and all those good things. So we'll be doing those activities that for those that want to do the certification can also have the experience of working directly with the children as well.
Hi, this is Courtney Starhart here, and I'm here to talk to you about this wonderful new project called Finding the Force. It's an amazing adventure that I've started with my friend Tyhson. We are carrying over 100 years of collective knowledge together that we want to present in a digestible way to modern people. We're all looking for deep magic, and we can feel it in our bones. A lot of us are being called right now to delve into something much deeper than what we've currently got. So we're using materials like the 4 agreements, and we're basically giving you the playbook, the step-by-step on how to find the force inside of you. It's not something you're going to find outside of yourself. It's something that's within. And we want to take you on your next best step every single time, because we need to pray for miracles. We all know that it's a crazy world out there right now. We can't fall into fear. And right now we have to learn how to work together and pray for those miracles. So join us at Finding the Force, and we look forward to seeing you on Facebook and on the website. Bye for now.
Another level you could really come, and Janet's allowed to be an instructor and is able to certify people. I've taken the course myself. I can't certify people, but I can certainly teach, so I'll be involved in the teaching as well. And just to let people know that the Sunnybrae Community Hall is in the Shuswap area. It's halfway between Vancouver and Calgary. We're about 5 hours from either one of those 2 centers. And we're half an hour, about 15 minutes. Actually, it's probably less than that, about 10 to 15 minutes from the Trans-Canada Highway up the side of Shuswap Lake. The closest town is Salmon Arm. It's half an hour away, and that's to the east of us. And the other one on the other side is Sorrento. So we're between Sorrento and the town that we are really close to is called Tappen. So you can look those up on a map and see where we are. So Tappen is where the road is. It's called Sunnybrae Canoe Point Road, and we're up that road. And you can actually just Google Sunnybrae Community Hall, and you'll find the actual hall that we're going to be in and the picture of it. And all this stuff will also be in the show notes. So just to give you the actual times, is we'll be starting at 1 p.m. on Monday, and that's July the 3rd, and we'll be running through until that Friday, and then that Saturday we'll be doing the actual wind up, which will be the medicine wheel and the play. And we're quite excited about it. And then Sunday's your day off. We still have the facilities. You can still hang around, but you can have the whole day, go hiking and do whatever you want to do. We don't have to be out of there until Monday at around noon. So we have the whole facility for an extra day and a half if you want to stay in the area and do all sorts of local activity. So once again, that's July 3rd through to that Saturday. And I'm not sure what the date is on Saturday, to be quite honest, but I can tell you right away before the end of this call. So you also had another activity at the end of the day, and that's the mastermind activity. You want to tell people about that?
Yeah, I'm adamant that to include all children, and with all the electronics and the way you've got the academy set up and all the amazing things that we have now, there is absolutely no reason why we can't include others just by having a Zoom meeting at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter where the kids are from around the world, they'll be able to Zoom in and talk about their day. Because what I'm planning to do is in the morning, set up, do a Facebook Live presentation. This is going to be our activity, and set people up so that they can do it wherever they are around the world. And then at 4 o'clock Pacific time, we'll Zoom in and have a mastermind. And it won't just be the parents, it will be the kids going, yeah, I really like to do that. Maybe next year we can do this, and really get the kids' input on what's important with their activities and that. So that will be a way to connect all the parents and all the kids around the world with the Zoom mastermind. And how I was planning to communicate was maybe through emails and through the Facebook, the Rainbow Children Network Facebook.
So in the Facebook, if you just type in Rainbow Children's Network, is it called Rainbow Children's Mastermind? I think it's called, isn't it?
I think so. We have.
Yeah. So just type in Rainbow Children, and you'll find the actual link there for the mastermind. And we'll be posting the times there of how to get hold of you, and how to get hold of us, and how to get hold of Janet. And then there'll be a Facebook Live that Janet will go on first thing in the morning and tell you what the exercise, and give you some ideas what that exercise will be for the day. And then you, wherever you are in the world, can set up your own activity with using those ideas, and then have that experience, and then join us at the end of the day. We're thinking of running the mastermind at about what time is it, Janet? Is it around just before dinner?
Yeah, so I think right after we do our rehearsing for the play, so about 4 o'clock Pacific time, so whatever that translates into. And I'll be communicating, but if they want to join an email list, we'll send it by email as well, because not everybody has Zoom capability. So at least the caregiver can have a look at the suggested activity and do that activity, or go to the Facebook group and do the activity. But I just thought it would be really fun to have kids around the world playing together. I don't know. I just.
Yeah, one of the things that we've done before is we can do Facebook Live at the same time as we do Zoom. So sometimes it's communicate through Facebook Live as well. So we might do both.
Hi, this is Courtney Starhart here talking about Finding the Force. It's an amazing new program that we have for you, and it's basically all about staying in your heart. The path to liberation is through unity consciousness, and that requires being in your heart field. The way that we're going to perform the miracles that we need on the planet right now is by getting into that unity consciousness of no conflict. And there were lots of examples in books like the Celestine Prophecy, where we saw that when people fell from grace into a fear state, that they were more susceptible to the things that they were actually afraid of. So what we need to do right now is to elevate our consciousness and stay there. So Tyson and I are doing this program called Finding the Force. that you can find on Facebook, or you can find it at findingtheforce.com. And we welcome you to join us. There are all different levels of membership, but we're going to ask the people who are really serious about this to jump on board and download this playbook that Tyhson and I have cooked up together with our community. So thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
And just to let you know, Zoom, you can download Zoom ahead of time. It's ZOOM. It's sort of like another form of Skype. So it's just a way that we can communicate together as a group. So that's the way that we'll meet. Nothing really extraordinary about it. It's just like having a group meeting. So while we're doing the activity in the hall, you can do the activity at home, and then we all come together and share our experiences about what was the fun thing to do and what worked for you, and how dirty did you get your hands, and where did you paint, and how did you paint, and whatever. So it's going to be really exciting to share with each other. And the goal is kids to meet kids. But don't forget, we're all awakening children. We're all children. We all have the inner child. So I don't care whether you're 2 or 3 or 93, that inner child wants to come out and play. So we're talking about a children's camp, but if you feel drawn at whatever age group to play with us, then come and play with us. You know, I'm going to be playing, and, you know, I'm an oldie, but Goldie, right? And I'm going to be playing. So come along and play with us, right? Have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And especially you grandparents that have these amazing rainbow children, come and learn how to have fun with these kids. And maybe you'll discover your inner child as well. So that's pretty exciting.
So I just want to thank you, Tyhson, for just every time I have a little desire in my heart, you just kind of just step up and boo, here you go. Here's your playground, Janet. Here's your thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So so just to go through that again, I mean, we have another 15 minutes in which, or 10 minutes in which we can explain this in a little bit more detail. So the multiple levels of this are, one level is the Rainbow Children's Network. And the concept behind that is to link together all the parents and godparents and caregivers that have rainbow children in their lives. And who are the rainbow children? Well, the rainbow children are all those kids that have been called crystal children, they've been called indigo children, they've been called all sorts of different labels. They're the children are really that are more psychically aware, they're more gifted, they don't fit into the normal pattern. And for many parents, it's really quite difficult to figure out how to communicate with these kids, because it's almost like the kids are here almost to parent the parents, right? To raise up the parents. And so one level you're teaching them boundaries because you want to keep them safe, and another level they're teaching you things that are expanding your mind that you've never thought about. So the sort of questions that I get when people phone the 800 number, and I'll just give you the 800 number now, if you want to phone me about the type of problems that you're having with your child, is 1-866-369-7464. That's 1-866-369-7464. And that's a toll-free international number. So in North America. So some of the questions I get is, so my son remembers having a life with Jesus. How is that possible? So I have to explain them all. You know, these kids can remember previous incarnations. And if he said that he had a life with Jesus, most likely he did. So we have a conversation about that. Well, how can you work with that? How can that child feel comfortable about remembering one or more lives? Some of them are quite traumatic. So in some cases, the child is waking up with nightmares. So why is the child waking up with nightmares? What's the bleed through from a past life that may be causing a crisis or consternation in this lifetime? And what can we do to help that child feel comfortable in this lifetime so that he feels safe, loved, and secure, because he may not have feel that way in a past life. And as an adult, you know, if you're on a spiritual path, then most likely in previous lifetimes, it wasn't too easy for you either. Who knows, you may have been burnt at a stake, you might have been hung, drawn, and quartered, you know, drowned as a witch, who knows? And all those things, so you can sometimes carry them over from a past life into this life. And so even for the adults, this is an opportunity for you to clear away all those fears, doubts that you may have about what it is to show up and be your authentic self with all the spiritual gifts you have, and that you're here to really bring about change and transformation on the planet. And you don't know how to do this and who to work with. Well, guess what? We're the tribe that you can work with to help you learn how to do this, to feel comfortable, to bounce off ideas, to make this a more secure place, not only for you, but for your grandchildren and their children's children to feel comfortable to live here and to flourish here. So that's the Rainbow Children's Network. It's parents speaking to parents about and godparents about these unique children. So that's one level of involvement, and that's sort of my billywhack that I'll be dealing with. And then there's the Children's to Children's Network, which is what really Janet's excited about, is getting these kids talking to each other, because they're already, most of them already psychically connected. So to actually see each other face to face through Skype or through Zoom and meet each other is really exciting for them too, because they feel each other's activities. They feel what's going on. They already know there's other kids out there that are similar. So to get them in the same place, either physically or on Zoom, is very exciting for them. It makes them feel like they have a family, an extended family that's welcoming. So that's sort of Janet's whole area. And so that's another whole level to it. And that's why we birthed the summer camp, which we would hope that you would come to if you're in the Shuswap. And that's between July the 3rd, which is on a Monday, which goes through to the Saturday on the July 8th is our wind-up activities. And the mornings are free, and the afternoons are activities. And then we end up that evening with a campfire. So those are an overview of some of the activities. And then there's one more level to this, and that is, if you are out there and you say, hey, this is really exciting, I want to know how to do this, then you can learn how to be certified a Rainbow Children's Theta instructor, and Janet is certified in order to do that. So could you just talk a bit about that and the fact that you're going to be going to Montana as well and what's involved with that?
Hey, this is Courtney Starhart Hale here to talk to you about Finding the Force. Tyson and I are putting together this amazing playbook for the teachers and the healers so that we can train our tribes. You know, right now we need to just keep on focusing on our next best steps each day, but there is a way to stay in this elevated consciousness. I think probably a lot of you have seen this scene from Indiana Jones where he's got to cross this great abyss with a burning fire pit at the bottom. And it's by setting his intention clear that he needs to get to the other side, and by following the map that he has, and then taking that first step of faith, that he actually leaps into the solution. And so that's what we're asking everyone to do, is to take that step of faith and to continue to take the next best step, like Indiana Jones. It really does require a playbook, though, because a lot of our ancient knowledge has been lost or sequestered. Fortunately, Tyson and I have 100+ years of experience together that we can share with you and boil down to like a step-by-step program. So we're asking people to come on board and to explore Finding the Force with us and create community all over the world so that we can perform these miracles that need to be performed in our times. And so that we can also integrate the energies of this consciousness that's coming into the planet right now. So we have a lot of science behind it, we have a lot of research, and we have a lot of great information. And we're looking forward to seeing you. You can find us on Facebook at Finding the Force, or you can find us at findingtheforce.com, where you can join up and be part of the tribe. Bye for now.
Okay, so my journey was a long journey to figure out just how much of an empath I am. And what you're saying about past lives, sometimes it's past lives, but with some kids that are so empathic, they can pick up other people's thoughts, emotions. They can just pick up a rock and get all those impressions. So it's not necessarily a past life. Sometimes it is a past life. But the thing is that there's a lot of kids that are totally overwhelmed with thoughts and emotions that are not even theirs. And so the Rainbow Children Theta Healing class really teaches children like what are their thoughts and what are the thoughts from other people, and just it's just a really good way to be able to start unmeshing all of the stuff that isn't them, so that they can figure out who they truly be. And there are some gifts that really scare the bejesus out of their parents, and it's just really, they don't even know that other people can't do that. So this is a really cool way for kids to know that, whoa, I imagine it and boom, I make it happen because thoughts create reality. So it's the kids' version, and I would say it's the really fun version, or the kindergarten version of like the ultimate theta healing class, which is the planes of existence class. So many people don't know what theta healing is. So it's a really cool healing modality that it teaches people to think critically, and that's why I love it so much. And it was a way for me to be able to change my beliefs, like to understand what was my belief and what wasn't my belief, and to be able to download experiences that I'd never had, and it's just a really nice new way of thinking about things that were not. Yeah, that's the book. Okay, so if you're an adult, you can take theta healing and advanced theta healing. But the fun way to do it is to do the Rainbow Children's class, because you get everything that you learn in basic theta and advanced theta, but taught experientially. Okay. Yeah, those two. So that would be like if you were like all grown up and you wanted to do it the hard way, but the Rainbow Children way is just the fun way to have an experience with it. And the theta healing was channeled by Vianna Stibo, and she cured herself of a cancer that she should be dead from, and she's pulled herself out of comas and all sorts of stuff. And there's been so many miracles with theta healing, and like Jesus was a theta healer. Okay, and it's already when he said, like, ask and you'll receive. But theta healing, the magic of theta healing is to convince people that it's safe to receive it, that they allow it, they're allowed to receive it, they deserve it. I can't say enough good things about theta healing. Okay, so and Vianna, the person that channeled it, lives in Montana, and it's a lineage. Okay, so to be able to teach other people theta healing, then we're taught. Her instructors are taught by Vianna, and every summer she teaches instructors from all over the world, and I'm just so happy that I'm going to be one of the teaching assistants for Rainbow Children for the people that the theta healers. There's a tribe of maybe 200,000 of us, and to get your master's in theta healing, Rainbow Children's instructors is one of the classes, and I get to be teacher's assistant. So right after the Rainbow Children camp, I'm going to Montana to be teaching assistant. But when we were organizing the camp, Tyson, and I had in my mind there's a window like a summer break in Montana so some of the theta healing instructors might decide they want to come to the shoe swap as well, and I would be teaching them the Rainbow Children certified that course. So
Yes.
And so it could be that we have teachers coming from all over the world, but so theta healing would be okay for them. But what I love about the Rainbow Children class is it's the only one where you don't have 20 million prerequisites to take. Like you can just, if you just want to learn theta healing for yourself and you don't want to be a practitioner or anything like that, you just take theta healing. So and you can do it for yourself and your family. And so if you're a kindergarten teacher or somebody that's working with kids, it's a really fun course to be able to work with these children. So that I'll be like whoever wants to be certified, I'll be teaching that class too, and part of their experience will be to have an experience working with the kids at the camp. So it's going to really truly be hands-on. So
Great.
Once again, I can't thank you enough for making this playground possible.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Awesome.
So if you're a theta healer out there and you're thinking to come to Montana to get your training, then why not come a week early and come and play with us in the shoe shop, get an opportunity to work one-to-one with these amazing kids, get the skills, and then go to Vianna's and become certified. What could be better than that? So it's a rare opportunity to be able to combine that. So if you're flying in from anywhere in the world, come on a week early. Come to book your flight into Kelowna, and we'll make arrangements to pick you up, bring you into the shoe swap, which is about an hour or so away, and take care of you. And if there's more than one, we don't worry, we'll bring the van down and pick you up. So For details, they'll all be in the show notes. So how to get hold of us, how to participate with any one of the levels, whether it's the Rainbow Children's Network, the Rainbow Children's Camp, or the Rainbow Children's Theta certification course. So thank you, Janet, for showing up, and thank you for being you, and we look forward to this camp. And we're at the end of the show, so bye for now.
All right, that's a wrap. Love you guys. See you soon.
Bye.
For quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.